Hey everyone, what is going on? Today, we're starting a video inside the car because that's what we're talking about. My interior is kind of different. My plan for the interior on this car is to basically keep as much of the driver compartment as decent looking, as good looking as possible. The whole back is completely gutted and no headliner. But, you know, I kept the visors, all that sort of stuff. And since I just did the headlights a little bit while back, in my center console here, which we're gratefully going to show you guys, is where I have the switch for the lights on the front of the car, my lights for like the under dash neon crap, and my nitrous purge and the little nitrous purge lock off switch kind of deal. But yeah, and so yeah, this is kind of trash. It was just some random sheet of metal, probably something that you'd use for like air duct, and it's not even, it's only like one piece and a little side piece over here, and it's only held up in the front and back. And like I said, with the lock off switch, the nitrous, this here is for the LEDs for the front of the car, which is the Demon Eye and the LED bar. And then this here is the interior lights, which you can kind of see there. So the plan is I got a new piece of aluminum. I'm going to cut it up nicely and make a new box. So that's where we're going to start this video. This is the before of the complete trash, you know, little hidden switches. So I'm going to make a template and try to cut a nice box out of there. So let's get started. Got the old haggard piece of junk metal that, you know, it's been used for other things and has multiple holes and a thing for when I had stereo crap in there. So that's garbage. So that's the center console right now. Lid and pieces are all over the place. But basically what I did is I measured the center console, which was 4 by 8, and then I added 2 inches because I want to make it sit down an inch so that all the switch is clear once the lid is closed. So I taped it off, got it as square as possible, and I'm going to figure out the best way to cut this by maybe cutting up on the ends here, see what cuts better. And then I got to figure out a way to bend it, which is probably going to be something with boards in the vise, but worry about it when we get there. So first, let's cut this out. Alright, so I'm going to test this down here. This is a jigsaw bit for aluminum. This would be the fastest way, but I don't know, since this aluminum's thin, what exactly the outcome's going to be. So let me test this real quick. Oh geez, that's not going to work at all. Nope, that's not going to work. It's just going to tear the shit apart. It's too thin. So now we got to grab the Dremel. So actually, I'm not going to use the Dremel. I forgot I had these shears. And yeah, they cut really nice. And then I can just file that edge down. So let me get to cutting this up. Watch this shit. Cut you fucking right open. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure up 1 inch on the corner and 1 inch in. I'm going to make a slit this way, so that way when I fold the bottom I can put little rivets on the side to hold the box together. Alright, so now I got everything cut. Now I just got to figure out a way to bend it. Excuse the mess. The vise is actually in my basement, wherein I haven't moved it to the garage yet. So, what I've done is I've just been slowly working the long side. These sides were easy to bend in the vise because they're about just as long. And since this is twice the width of the vise, this is a 4-inch vise, I got to slowly like work it back and forth, and this is what it came out to. So that's pretty good. Let me get this other side done. Alright, so here is the tray. What I'm going to do now is these 4 corners that are folded over, I'm going to drill a small hole through each and put a rivet from the inside to hold it together. Alright, so got some rivets, got my drill bit matched up, and I'm going to go for the center. And then we'll put the rivets from the inside outward. And then we'll use my handy dandy rivet gun here. Harbor Freight, you know, only the best. And then get a nice little rivet in there. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll get a nice little rivet up in here. Now I just got to do the rest of them, and then we'll mark our holes for the switches and put it in the car. Alright, so it's all riveted together. I test fit it once in there and started drilling the switch holes. These are going to be for the lights, and then I think I'm going to come back like about here and do the nitrous purge arm and the push button for it. Alright, so here's our tray all drilled out. I even drilled out 2 screw holes for mounting into the plastic. And the front is actually going to slip behind this plastic here. This is like a lip, and we'll drill through the plastic into the metal with some self-tappers so that way it's all nice. So let me put all these switches in place. Ignore the loose little neon guy here, but you know, everything's in. You know, we got front lights, interior lights, and it's nice, it's sturdy, it looks way better than before. I'm going to get some P-clip little, you know, the little black guy P-clip things, and I'm going to use them to hold up off of the hinge bracket here. So I'm going to get those. I don't have any today, but I'm going to get those. We'll put it on there, and then we'll put the lid on there, and then that way you can see how it'll be when it's done. Went out this morning and picked up these little cable P-clip guys. I wasn't sure what size I needed, so I grabbed a 3/8 and quarter. Ended up needing the 3/8. So that is the finished result of our little aluminum tray. And now this little neon guy is nice and sturdy in there. And got our switches for all our lights. Got our little nitrous purge. So yeah, we went from this, you know, haggard bracket thing that I made that for whatever reason I decided to only make 3 sides with no corners, or even only bend it by hand, never actually bend it. But so yeah, so now we got this nice bracket here, and nice, you know, nothing. If I set something in here small, you know, it's not going to like roll away and disappear ever underneath all these switches. It's, you know, I could leave like, you know, some change or something in here. It won't go anywhere. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. You know, old and busted, nice and new. So yeah, I got some other interior things that I want to fix. I noticed that because this car actually used to be an undercover police car, or the chief of police car, or whatever I bought locally. This is where like the little coin slot thing should be, and as you can see, there's like these little holes and screws, and they put a little plate in here. I guess, you know, I know they had the radio hidden in here at one point because I had to get a different center console because it was all cut up here for like radio switches or something. But So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new top so I can get a new bottom so that this isn't all like drilled out and stuff, and you know, make this nice. Maybe find one with the coin thing. And down here, I don't know if you can see it. Let me try to turn on some of the light. Oh, it's gonna ding. But down here, my car used to have the factory CD disc changer thing, so that's set here. And right now, it's just kind of the old brackets in here. Flops around a little bit because it's not secure. And the cigarette lighter is like way back here by my thumb. I don't know if you can see it. But there's actually a panel that's supposed to be here so that the cigarette lighter sits out nice, and there's like a little cubby. So I got to go to the junkyard and probably find that. And, you know, working on making the interior, you know, what's left of it, presentable. Definitely not blinding by the light. So, that's pretty much it. That was pretty simple. I spent like $12 to make that thing. And it looks way better than this junk. So this is scrap. And hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. Till next time.